In the National Hockey League, they have something called Move Member, in which guys grow mustaches in the month of November to kind of bring attention to causes like prostate cancer and things like that. The Bruins should try anything. Mustaches, you name it, anything right now to turn this thing around.
Yeah, you really hope that the month of October is over and behind you, and maybe a little trick-or-treating last night. The guys were out and hopefully put on some costumes and get back to work here, because the Bruins were not the Bruins in the month of October. They did not play like the team that won the Stanley Cup last year. They were not forceful enough. They did not initiate it. The Bruins have got to get the overalls on, Mark, and get back to basics.
Yeah, and it's it's hard to believe that I think it was about 4 weeks ago that this team was on top of the hockey world. Getting their rings, raising the banner, everything was just great. But guess what? Welcome to professional sports, professional hockey. They got to get ready for this year. What's in the past is in the past, and they'll be able to celebrate after their careers are done. But let's look forward now.
Absolutely every number you saw on that sheet is a bad one as far as the Bruins are concerned. Earlier, Chris Kelly talked about what the Bruins have to do to turn the page.
You can't, dwell in the past. Obviously, you want to learn from the past, but you can't change those 10 games. We can only look forward, and it's a new month, and hopefully we can start the new month better.
Barry, you thought it was time to push the panic button before they played Montreal Saturday. Then they lost that one. Is it really time to push it now?
I don't know where that panic button is gone, but I got to push the darn thing. I thought it was time on the weekend to maybe have that rock bottom effect, and the Bruins could then get better. I mean, this Ottawa team started off 1-5. They had a blowout against Philadelphia at home, and they lost terribly. Had a team player only meeting, and all of a sudden they've won 6 in a row. So they hit rock bottom, and they're starting to turn things around a little bit. The Bruins, hopefully, have hit rock bottom, and they're going to hopefully be able to, with this little homestand here at home, turn things around and get back to playing Bruin hockey.
Yeah, I think it was disappointing, those 2 games against Montreal. Those are the games I looked ahead to when they were struggling in the beginning of the season.
Circled, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stay away from the panic button. I don't like using that word. It just causes chaos and more problems. I'm going to call it a desperation button, and they certainly need to find it, because 10 games in is early, but guess what? 20 is right around the corner.
This is Bruins. You got to panic around here, huh?
I got to get in the fold.
Bruins only played 3 road games in the first month. They've only got 1 road game in the next 7. I know Andy Brickley has told me he thinks it's hurt the Bruins to have this many games at home. Mark, what do you think?
It's funny, because I really didn't think it was going to be an issue. I thought the confidence these guys had coming into the season, winning the Stanley Cup, they've been together enough. Usually you use a road trip kind of as a camaraderie, a team bonding thing. But I just felt they were together for 10 months. They were partying, when they won the Cup. They were together a lot during the summer. I didn't think it was going to be something they needed. Now, looking back, 10 games in, maybe it is something a team needs early in the season.
Yeah, look at it in hindsight. This team, to me, under Claude Julien, has always found its identity on the road. Just when it looks like they're going to fall over that precipice, bang, they go on the road and they find their game again. Good goaltending. They play with more urgency and more desperation. Well, guess what? You better find that at home. You better get a power play going, because you cannot afford to fall farther behind in this Eastern Conference.
No, absolutely not. They got to get it going and get it going fast.